The following video is not made for kids under 13. If you are not 13 years old, please exit out of the video now. And please, YouTube, do not sue me. Hey guys, Leon Mookie here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Had Cloud's Powers. This is part 9, so let's get into this. As everyone gets excited about the UA Sports Festival, and that they can give it everything they got and show other pros on what they can do. As Ochiko gets really hyped, saying that she's going to do her best to everyone. As they're all kind of, surprised and seeing why she's so intense and everything. As Izuku saying, I think I get it. If you want to show everyone your skills, you gotta get hyped. No, isn't that right, Uraka? She's saying, yeah, you get it, Deku. I know how strong you are, so I gotta give it my all as well. That's why I'm going to do my best. As Ida also encourages her to also give it her all as well. Same thing also goes to Tifa, as all three of them began cheering, saying that they're going to do their best. Soon after, that's when Izuku was about to leave, he sees a crowd of people all around their classroom, wondering on what's going on, until he realized, wait, these are Bakugo. Soon cut him off, saying, they're here to scout out the competition, idiots. And not only that, we all even fight against actual villains. They want to know what we're capable of. As he tells them, move it, extras. And soon, everyone in class is saying, seriously? Soon after, Shinso shows himself saying, well, my first impression of all you is, you're all a bunch of pompous idiots. Especially one of you. And then he began saying, everyone in general studies wanted to be heroes too and be part of this class. However, we had to choose another elective otherwise. Soon after, if one of the general studies students beats any of you hero students, that might give us a chance to even be part of this class this year, and might make some room for us. So, you better be watching your back out there, because many of us want this spot as well. Soon after, Bakugo getting really irritated hearing this, as Izuku's saying, you really want that. I can understand that. Heck, if I was in general studies, I would try my best to be part of the hero course as well. I don't blame you one bit. As Shinso saying, what are you? But just because of one person and being Kachan, who's an idiot, doesn't mean we're all the same as him. We all worked our butts off to be heroes as well, be part of this class as well. And not only that, just because we've had contact with villains doesn't mean that we think we're hot shit. Well, I can't speak for Kaminari. And as Kaminari says, hey! But we want to do our best. And I will look forward to taking all of you down. Not as somebody to look down on you, but as a fellow UA student. As everyone's saying, this kid is something else. I'm surprised. Yeah, maybe not everyone in Class 1A is assholes after all. And Shinso's saying, I'll see you out in the sports festival. After this, a man with black hair, a forehead bandana, and a red cloak began saying, shouldn't all you students be going back to your homeroom or to the cafeteria? Don't just be hanging around other kids' classrooms. As they say, yes, Mr. Valentine. As they began wondering, isn't that the teacher from Class 1B? Chaos, if I recall, as he soon heads back into his classroom. There, Izuku, Ochiko, Ida, Cecil and Tifa are all nearing the hallway, ready to head to the cafeteria to eat lunch. And soon after, Cecil soon says, "Izuku, the way you said that was pretty amazing. If anything, you truly do have the words of a hero." As he says, don't worry about it. I was just speaking my mind. I really believe that a lot of students wanted to work their butts off to try and become heroes, especially general study students. As they saying, yeah, I guess I can't understand how they feel though. As he begins saying, what do you mean? As he says, I got into the school by letter recommendation from my adopted father. So I guess I can't understand how they truly feel when something was just given to me and others had to work hard to get in here. As Tifa says, how did you get it? Let me guess, parents? In a way, yes. My parents died when I was young, and my older brother left me when I was only 10 years old. So I was taken in by the hero who knew my parents, called the King of Baron. He raised me like a son, so in return, I wanted to be a hero just like him, to repay him after everything he did for me. However, the main reason I want to be a hero is so I can find my older brother, Theo. He went missing so many years ago, and I'm worried about him. So I don't want to just sit back and just do nothing while he's out there, as he suits. So that's why you're a hero, to repay your foster father and to find your older brother. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's, but I also want to be there for my friends, the ones who supported me to become a hero, like my girlfriend, for example. As they began being shocked, you have a girlfriend? As they wonder, yeah, don't need to worry about it. Her name's Rosa. She's went to a different school. She's not interested in being a hero like me. So, wow, that's surprising. Long distance relationship. So it's certain something, don't you think? Don't you think Izuku is saying, well, maybe? As hearing this, Ochiko felt like sharing on why she wanted to be a hero too. As Izuku was really curious about her being a hero, as she explained that it's for the money. Soon after, they began being shocked, wondering, huh? As she tells him that her family is suffering from financial problems, and that she wanted to help them when she was a kid, or they wanted her to have a good life as well. Soon after, she wanted to become a hero to support her family, to be there for them, since they were always there for her. As hearing this, Izuku was almost moved to tears by this. Soon after, Tifa hugged Ochiko, saying, you're so sweet, Ochiko, so kind-hearted. As saying, Tifa, come on, it's enough. As Ida also feels inspired by hearing Ochiko's reason for wanting to be a hero for her family, almost similar like how he wanted to live up to his family name as well. As they began wonder, as Ida also was wondering why Tifa wanted to be a hero, as she says, I want to be a hero to help people, save others. As that's just the basic. As Izuku's saying, that's basic. But not just civilians or heroes, but also villains as well. As they begin wondering, what do you mean? As she tells them not all villains are evil. Some chose life of crime because they were abandoned by hero society. So, when I was in the US, there were so many villains that were abandoned by society over there. So, and I figure it would be the same here. I want to do my best to help those who are rejected by society. I want to make a hero society where everyone can be accepted, not just the people who are seen weird or just seem dangerous just because of their quirks or their personality, or just put down because of unfortunate circumstances. I want to change that for the better. I want to change hero society for not just for heroes, not just for people, but also so no more tragic villains. Villains who only do this to survive, or just or trying to help their families, or were just rejected in general. I want to save all of them. Isn't that what a hero should always do? Not just save one person or just a group of people, but also villains as well. Because we're all suffering in this world one way or another. As they begin wondering, I never thought it like that. Same. I guess there are some villains that are just abandoned by society. Even so, Tifa soon says, but to make that goal a reality, I got to become the number one hero. I got to be stronger and better than everyone else. So I don't plan on giving up my spot in Class 1A no time soon. So, in the sports festival, it's just another stepping stone to make that goal a reality. As Izuku soon realized, I never truly thought it like that either. So, and I guess somebody else is aiming for being number one, who wants the same ideas as All Might, and what Zack wanted too. As Izuku saying, Tifa, you're gonna have to fight me for number one too. But even so, I still plan on making your dream is my dream as well. So don't think it's gonna die when I become number one. As he's saying, Izuku, you really don't change. And I guess that's what I like about you a lot. As soon hearing this, he begins blushing like crazy one. Wait, what do you? Soon Cecil even began laughing, seeing this, and begins thinking, maybe I should take my leave for now. As Izuku saying, don't get the weird idea, Cecil. As soon after, All Might appears in front of, saying, young Midoriya, there you are. I've been looking for you. As they see All Might, and Izuku saying, All Might, what do you been doing? As he says, you want to go eat lunch together? As both Ochako and Tifa saying, so cute. And then with Izuku going with All Might, both Cecil, Ida, Ochako, and Tifa began heading to the lunchroom as they all explain I wonder what All Might wanted with Izuku. As Ida is probably saying that because their quirks are kind of similar, the only difference being Izuku's energy-based abilities. So, I guess it only makes sense that he would probably want to know more about him. As saying that, Tifa began thinking, if that's the case, then he should probably invite me too. I mean, my quirk is pretty similar to All Might's. I mean, I got superhuman strength and speed. Just not the muscle factor. That's all. As Cecil saying, if that's the case, I wonder what the true reason being is. Hearing this, Shoto begins being curious as well. As back in All Might's office, All Might begins explaining that the sports festival's coming up, so this is the perfect chance to show what the world you can do. This is the perfect way to show the world that you're going to be my successor, that you are here. As Izuku saying, yeah, I know, All Might, and I won't let you down. However, there's only one problem. You know I'm at my best when I have a sword in my hands. So it's gonna feel weird when I don't have a sword. I mean, I can't fight at my best if I don't have one. There, All Might saying, I thought as much. So, I kinda got this. I found it at my old agency, and I figured you would need it. As he grabs a giant wooden sword out of a locker, and says, I used to use this back in my UA days. I used to use it for strength training to build up muscle when I was practicing with One for All. Now I think this is the perfect weapon for you to use in the and the UA Sports Festival. So, if anything, I think you got the best chance at this. As Izuku saying, "Really, All Might? Wow, I really appreciate it." As he sees the sword, feeling like this is his perfect chance to train with it. That he always used a wooden sword back at home, but not on the same level as his Buster Sword. With this, he should be able to have a proper training for the UA Sports Festival. As he's saying, "I'm one step closer to Zack's dream, and to becoming the #1 hero." As he says, "Thank you, All Might. I really appreciate it." As he's saying, "No problem, my boy." There, the day goes by. Soon after, everyone is given a week to train for the sports festival. As for Izuku, he took only 3 days to train. He mostly wanted to test out new techniques and create a new move for himself. The first being his braver attack. Normally, he just built up Mako energy inside the blade and then to make his Buster Sword harder to hit. But now he figured out a way to use it in a more useful manner. He can now charge up the Mako energy within the sword and then swing it like he's a meteorite flying in the air, allowing him to get to closer distances if he can't jump as high as he can or move as fast as he can in the air. Because when he's in the air, he's almost like a sitting duck. He can barely move as fast once he's already in the air. This will help him out in mobility when he fights. And as for his newest attack, he created the finishing touch, which is Cloud's limit breaks, one of his most powerful ones, second to the Omni Slash and the Omni Slash version 5. He's created 2 types of the finishing touch. The first one being an offensive one, where he spins the blade with so much Mako energy, he can now hit. It feels like a giant tornado of blades and pure power. So, as the second one, he made a defensive type, where he does spin the blade as usual, but he now jumps into the air, creating a defensive tornado of blades around him, allowing him to be protected from any attack coming at him. With this, Izuku was already ready. Not only that, he also wanted to focus on riding his bike from Zack. Soon, over time, he did struggle for a bit, but on the second day, he actually got a lot more better. He got a full hang of riding the bike, mostly in an empty parking lot during this time. Soon after, he began riding it around certain back roads, and also since he doesn't have a learner's permit or a motorcycle license until he's 16. But even so, he still believes he can. It still cuts off a lot of time when he's rushing to UA, since he can't take the train when he has his Buster Sword. As for that, many days go by, and it's already the week for the sports festival. And that's it. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I would like to hear it. Also, please like and subscribe to my channel as well, which helps out a lot. At any rate, this is Leon Mookie, signing out. Later.